So last year, I thought I would try for the first time to make my own compost and to see if it would work in my garden. They say Mother knows best, but so does Mother Nature. Let's see what happened. So since I'm new to gardening and composting, composters are pretty expensive. So we decided to make 2 trash can composters. And so we got these 2 and we drilled lots of holes around them and didn't drill any holes in the lid. And we know that, what you need is heat and moisture and a combination of greens and browns. So we have 2 of these. And I'll show you what's on the inside right now, which is just some fresh cut grass, and there's older compost in there. So last year, spring, summer, and fall, we filled one of these up, and this is the beginning of the second one. But by the end of late fall, early winter, they became so cumbersome and it was difficult to stir them around and stuff that I kind of gave up on it. I wasn't sure, it was a lot of work, and so I stopped filling them. Since they're kind of out of the way of our normal area, because I was new to composting, I didn't know if there would be flies or if it would be smelly, so I never checked on them. And I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go check on that compost to see if we have anything. Like I said, I'd ignored it, it's already been warm, I hadn't watered it, So I walked over to where the compost bins were, and let me show you what happened. I found that one of them, the lid had blown off, and this is what I found. So this is a tomato plant, just growing up straight out of our compost bin. Again, some point during the winter, one of the lids blew off. I found it over there somewhere, and like I said, this is kind of out of the way. I don't normally check on the compost because we gave up on it. But here's this big, beautiful tomato plant, or plants, growing up. I don't know if you can see down there. There's not much light coming in, but yeah, I'd say that the compost right now is probably right about here. No amendments, no peat moss, I didn't even water it. This just got watered from the rains that we have occasionally. Of course, I've watered it now because I'm like, oh my God, I have a tomato plant. But yeah, this is amazing. I direct seed into my raised beds, and this is my tomato plant bed that I meticulously waited until after our last frost date and planted directly into. This is soil and compost, and I gave it, tomato fertilizer, water it, and this is what I have. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, has motivated me to continue composting. This came up from whatever seeds were left from the dead tomato plants. It's huge. So because of this, like I said, I'm completely motivated to continue composting. That grew all on its own. No fertilizer, no amendments, no peat moss, no nothing. That is just nature, left to its own devices, thriving. So if you were wondering, like me, can you really grow vegetables in straight compost? This is proof that yes, you can. It's just kitchen scraps and grass clippings and cardboard in here. And I didn't even follow the 2-to-1 ratio or whatever they tell you. It's just whatever I had. And these plants are thriving. And yes, I will be eating any tomatoes that come off this plant. So I'm excited, and hopefully this year I'll figure out an easier way to try to move it, but apparently I don't even need to do that. So composting does work. Mother Nature knows best. So I'm going to keep working on my compost bin, and I'm going to add it to my garden because yeah, this is just amazing. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative, if not interesting, hopefully interesting and informative. And if you did, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching Bourbon and Beans. And yeah, have a blessed day.